Welcome to this Hatha Yoga for cultivating gratitude. We're releasing it especially for American Thanksgiving. I am so grateful for all of my American yoga students and all of my students. But this class is perfect for any time. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrating emotions that we can have. And so you can practice this class at any time. We're going to start today with supportive fish pose. You are going to need a bolster for this class, or you could use a couple of blocks or cushions. And you're going to start resting back over the bolster. So give yourself a little bit of time to settle in, make any adjustments, become more comfortable. You can choose the position of your arms to open up your chest more or less. Choose that appropriate edge. Let your breath drop down and into your belly. You can stay resting back here, and I'm going to sit up and share the theme of the class with you. I think Nischala Joy Devi's translation of Ahimsa is the perfect description or definition of gratitude. She describes Ahimsa as reverence. Reverence, love, and compassion for all in chapter 2, verse 35 of the Yoga Sutras. It says, embracing reverence and love for all, we experience oneness. And to me, this is a beautiful definition of gratitude. Reverence is a deep feeling of respect, awe, or admiration for something or someone or someplace. It's a profound sense of admiration. It's often accompanied by a feeling of humility and an acknowledgement of sacredness. Our spiritual practices like yoga, meditation, develop our capacities for reverence through awareness. We bring ourselves into the present moment and open our sensitivity to the energies, vibrations, and spiritual vitality that are constantly flowing through all living beings. Although reverence is our natural state, our attention easily gets pulled elsewhere. So it's supportive to remember that reverence is our true nature. It's part of our authentic selves. And that all beings have the capacity for reverence. And when we choose to align with reverence, it's much like loving kindness meditation. It's easiest to choose the simplest door in. So you can just reflect for a moment on what it's easy for you to feel most reverent for. And for each person, this is going to be unique. And that's what makes us all unique and wonderful human beings. So perhaps it's something in nature for you, like the clouds in the sky, the sun, the leaves in the autumn trees, maybe the sound of a hummingbird, the waves on the ocean, the old-growth Douglas firs. Maybe it's an act of kindness that you witness between two human beings, the way a mother cares for her child. Maybe it's the generosity of a stranger. So just let something come to mind for you, whatever it is correct. And let it touch your heart. Let yourself feel think, feel, imagine, pretend, and be touched by reverence. So as we move into our yoga practice today, we can have reverence for the fact that we're practicing. We can have reverence for the ability of our body to move in whatever capacity it can move. And through that, we can experience our true nature. We can experience our interconnection with all beings. So see how reverence for your practice, reverence for movement opens you up to that feeling of connecting with your true nature and with love, compassion, and embracing the experience of oneness and love for all. So let's start on our bolster. We're going to stay on our bolster or your blocks or your cushions, whatever you're using. So you're going to be staying on this bolster, and we're going to take one arm overhead and then down and around. And then we're going to do the other arm overhead and down and around. And you can imagine it's like you're swimming your arms through warm turquoise waters, warm healing waters. Let the focus of your practice be on the reverence for the movement of your body. Moving with breath. And then you can bend your knees. Take your feet as wide as your mat. You can take your arms out to the side, and you're going to sway your knees from side to side. Focusing on the internal rotation and the external rotation. So most likely, as you sway your knees to the left, the internal rotation on your right leg will be more challenging for most. And as you sway your knees to the right, the internal rotation on your left leg will be more challenging. The next time you sway your knees to the left, let's just pause here. And let's inhale, take your right arm overhead and down and around. And then we'll sway your knees to the right, and we'll take your left arm overhead. And down and around. And then come back to the center, and you're just going to release the bolster or the pillows or blocks from underneath you. And you're going to lie back down. And we're going to experience reverence for our spine here, that magical bone structure that protects our nervous system. Have your hands down by the side of your body. You're going to curl your pelvis under, roll up through your spine, bone by bone by bone. Taking a delicious breath at the top. Exhale, roll down through your spine, bone by bone by bone. So feel that massage of your nervous system as you roll up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. Inhale and exhale, roll down through your spine, laying one vertebra down at a time, and just feeling such reverence for this movement through your spine. And the next time you roll down, you're going to roll onto your side. Doesn't matter which side, because we're going to do both sides. And you're going to stack up your knees, stack up your hands, and you're going to circle your top arm overhead and around. So you come into a twist all the way around. And another really juicy movement for your spine. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close. So you're going to try and keep your hand on the ground as long as possible, but let's not stress about it and hurt our bodies over it. Let's just accept our bodies as they are. Have reverence for our bodies and their capacities to do what they can do today. Then you're going to lie on your back. Pause here. Just feel the difference between your left and right side. Then you're going to roll over to your other side. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now your top arm goes overhead again, and you're circling all the way around. Okay, lying on your back again. Pause there and just notice, see how you feel. Lengthen your legs out, take your arms overhead. And you're just going to reach up through your right side and then your left side. So we're just reaching in Qigong. If we were standing, this would be called cherry picking. So imagine you're picking cherries out of the tree, and you can reach your roots down too. So reach up through the right side, reach your right feet down as well. So you're reaching your right arm up and your left hip down at the same time. Just a little gentle side bending here to wake your body up. And then you're going to roll over onto your stomach now. On your stomach, you're going to roll your shoulders back and up. Wiggle your hips from side to side, tuck your toes under, lift through your knees, reach back through your heels. And we're just going to gently inhale, lift up. Your spine actually should be pretty juicy right now, but listen to your own body. Exhale down. If it's first thing in the morning, it might not be. And just come up as far as it feels good to you. And then you're going to take your left arm and place it parallel to the short end of your mat. Bend your right knee, reach around and hold on to your ankle or your foot. And you're going to inhale here, roll your right shoulder back and down, lift up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. We're going to switch arms. So now your right arm's going to come parallel to the short edge of the mat. Your left hand's going to reach around to your ankle or your foot. Bring your left shoulder up and around. You're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale and down. So let the action of pulling your heel away lift your chest off the ground. Going to lower down. And then we're going to come up onto all fours. Okay, in cat pose, we're going to take your left hand behind your head and you're going to inhale and circle around. I want you to put your left hand down and then walk over to the right and do that again. Remember, let's just continue to cultivate that attitude of reverence for the movement. I think that creates a little bit of a softer movement rather than trying to get somewhere or something out of the movement. Let's come back to center again. Let's walk over. First we'll just take the right hand behind and we'll circle the elbow around. And then bring your right hand down. Walk over to the left now. And same thing, these elbow circles. Cultivating a reverence for the movement. And then come back to the center. We're going to turn and face the long edge of your mat. And you're going to take your left leg out long. Your right leg is going to be bent. You're going to take your right hand behind your buttocks. And you're going to inhale, sweep up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower down. Then we're going to switch sides with your legs. So this time your left leg will be bent. Your right leg will be long. Take your left hand behind. We're going to do the same thing. So you're going to inhale, reach up, and exhale down. So sometimes in our body, most likely in our bodies, we'll be able to have reverence for the movement. And sometimes we might come across parts of our bodies that have been injured or are recovering. Then we can have compassion for those parts of our body that are healing or aren't quite the same as how they used to be. That are doing the best they can. Okay, good job. We're going to come onto all fours again. You're going to inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, you can come into downward facing dog. And you can do whatever it is you like to do in downward facing dog. And then you can make your way up to standing. Okay, from standing, you're going to stand in Tadasana or mountain pose with your feet underneath your hips. Lengthen up through your spine. We're going to interlace our hands at our heart center. Just pause there for a moment. Maybe even just recall what you brought to mind at the beginning as your gateway to reverence. And then you're going to inhale, take your arms overhead. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring your hands back to the reverence of your heart, your authentic, inherent nature. And then you're going to exhale, round through your back. Inhale. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, open up your chest. And exhale back to your heart. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale back to the reverence in your heart. Inhale. Exhale, round through your back. Inhale. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, open your chest. And exhale to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale to the reverence in your heart. Inhale. Exhale, round. Open the back of your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open your chest. Inhale. Notice how that reverence is opening you up to your true nature. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale to the reverence in your heart, bringing to mind the easy doorway. Inhale. Exhale, round through your back. Inhale, back to your heart. Exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale to your heart. Okay. So from here, we're going to transition to some dancer pose. So you're going to stand on your left leg. Okay, bend your right leg. You can hold onto a chair. You can hold onto a wall. You can hold onto the inside of your foot. It's nice. It really sets up your right shoulder to roll out. And then you're going to pull your heel away from your buttocks and open up your chest. Let's come from here and draw your knee up to your chest. And release that down. So let's do this on the other side. So you're going to hold on to your left foot, if you can, on the inside of your foot, just because it opens up your shoulder quite nicely. And then draw your heel away from your buttocks. And coming from here into a knee to chest pose. And then you can release that down. Take your feet wide. And you're going to hinge forward through your hips. Come into a wide-legged standing forward fold here. Okay, and then you're going to come down. And let's take your right leg forward, left leg back. So you're in a square lunge here. You're going to tuck your toes under. Let's start with your hands in prayer position. Tuck your toes under. Tuck your tail under. And then you're going to inhale, reach up and over to your heel. A little camel opening here. And then up. Let's switch sides. So start with your hands in prayer position. And then you're going to reach your right arm up and over to your heel. Keep reaching forward through your right hip. And then up and forward. Okay, from here, you're going to sit on your meditation cushion or your chair or a block. Okay, from a comfortable seated position, you're going to inhale, take your arms out wide, and then exhale, you're going to give yourself a hug. Just notice what arm's on top. Doesn't matter, I'll tell you again in a minute. And you're going to twist to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. You're going to exhale, side bend. Well, you're embracing yourself with reverence for all, including yourself. And then we're going to take your arms open again. So right now I have my left arm on top. Notice what arm you have on top. There's no right or wrong. Just so you know, so you can switch. You're going to inhale, take your arms wide again. Inhale, open. Exhale, embrace yourself again with the other arm on top. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. And then you can releasing all that reverence out to all beings. And we're going to open up the fruits of our practice back onto our bolster. So you can get your bolster. And you're going to rest down onto it, or your blocks, or your cushions. Just recalling your doorway into reverence at the beginning. Letting it touch your heart. And I'm going to sit up and read you a poem. Okay, I have two. One, I'm going to start with a quote from a poem, and then actually probably another shorter part of a poem. So the first is from Mary Oliver, from her poem, The Summer Day. I don't know exactly what prayer is. I do know how to pay attention. I don't know exactly what prayer is. I do know how to pay attention. So I do feel like that's what we've been cultivating in this class through the yamas. Reflection of our true nature is experienced through ahimsa, reverence, love, compassion for all. Embracing reverence and love for all, we experience our oneness. And from David Wagner, Lost. The forest breeze, listen, it answers. I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying here. No trees are same to raven, no branches are same to wren. If what a tree or bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. The forest breeze, listen, it answers. I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying here, no trees are same to raven, no two branches are same to wren. If what a tree or bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. So notice how your heart has been touched by reverence, love, and compassion for all, experiencing your oneness in this class today, the reflection of your true nature. When you feel ready, you can start to wiggle and stretch out, deepen your breathing, bend your knees and roll to your side. Thank you for joining me for this class for cultivating gratitude. I'd love it if you would give the class a thumbs up and put, I have reverence for all, or you could even say what you specifically cultivated reverence for in this class. I'd love to hear that. And I just want to wish all of my friends a happy Thanksgiving in the US for those who are celebrating. And thanks to you for subscribing and for following Yoga with Melissa. I am so grateful for all of you. You have no idea. I'm going to get choked up right now. If it weren't for you guys, then, we wouldn't be living the life that we're living here. We do not take this for granted. I love doing what I do. I love that I get to dedicate my life to yoga and to my spiritual practice and to teaching yoga. It's just such a great joy. And I'm so grateful to live here in Victoria, BC, in this beautiful part of the world. And we live here because it's a beautiful part of the world to film yoga in, and you guys have all made this possible. And so we are forever grateful to all of you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have so much reverence for all of you who are devoting yourselves to your practice. Do not underestimate the difference that you are making in the world by connecting with your reverence, love, and compassion for all. It's making a huge difference in the world.